Alright, let's try this again. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. This is your host, Raptor Dad. We're going to get started with Aces 25, the first of its kind for this year. Actually, first of its kind. First of 25 season. Let's just go ahead and get started. How about that? Alright, we got FTQ and 343 going at it for the first go around here. ATO 1, I'm going to show the rules here in just a second. I do have a reshade put on here. If you guys don't like it, please let me know here in the chat. I will keep a lookout on it. And we'll go from there and get started. So, we've got FTQ here. They are going to be the aggressors on this first one. And so I'll kind of walk through what does that mean for this match. How about we just show you the rules, alright? See if this wants to work. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Alright, cool. So, I'm going to go back up to the top here. We'll just do an overall view of what exactly we are doing here with Aces 25. It is a very unique competition here. And so you can see this is the armaments here. We'll go back up a little bit further, see the overview. I mean, I'll let you guys just take a look at it real quick. We say open beta, we know there's just one version of it all now. So 2 squads, blue force only. They're the main ones that'll get the objectives. They have an air-to-air as well as the air-to-ground objective. See, these are the aircraft. These are the munitions. Right, and we're going to jump down and I'll show you which ATOs we are doing today. So real quick, a couple things here. Everybody lands, Blue Force will land at their home base. No landing requirement for Red Force. So basically, they're just going out there creating havoc and see what they can deny in regards to the points for Blue 4. Blue 4 is the only one that are going to be able to score points. Alright, so these are the allowed munitions for the air-to-ground. And both teams are going to be doing ATO 1, Air Tasking Order 1. And so what does that mean? They've got to hit 2 targets, get 20 points, minus 10 points to every friendly loss for the air-to-ground attackers, so that they have to be really careful about that. Get in, get out, try not to lose any aircraft, okay? And then in addition to that, they've got 4 escorts, so 6 aircraft total. You can see this is their loadout, air-to-air and guns only. So these are going to be knife fights, nice and close here. 50 points for a maximum of 60 points for each kill. Red 4 only has 4 aircraft, and same thing, infrared missiles and guns. So, that's a quick overview of that. Let's go ahead and jump back into the actual server here. And we're going to go around the horn and see who all we have. So, FTQ looks like we've got vehicle. Look at the screen here. Turn off the reshape for a sec. So for the first floor, the aggressors, vehicle, got Gopnik Tsar, Revenge, and Maul. So those are the 4. And for blue, it's going to be Sunekekun, VIP, Namasuke. I want to go with Tadashi. Tada? We go with Tada. 5 low. And Rossman for blue 4. Alright, so we will take a quick look around here. Look at the liveries. We got some Eagles, Tomcat, and so 3 Eagles. That's pretty dangerous here. Alright. Oh snap, we see some ace combat action, baby. Let's go! So we've got Cypher and a couple other liveries, Cypher and Pixie. And then we got the Lake and Heath guys there as well. That's interesting. I'm not sure if they actually have that or if that's just a skill issue on my end. But here we go. These are the liveries I was expecting. Always respect as a fellow fan of Ace Combat. Just all the respect for them. So we'll try to do some cinematic camera things as we watch them as 343 gets ready to take the runway. It looks like it's going to be one of the attackers here. I think that's Namasuke is one of the attackers. Of course, Eagles are going to be the escorts, so they are not air-to-ground capable. So it's like Vipers are going to be the attackers here. We got the other Tada. I'm going to really try Kakasi. There we go. It's like 500 pounders and 3 fuel tanks. Take a look at the F10 here. See if we can get the not that one. Satellite view here, a little bit better here. All right, so from blue to bullseye, it looks like about 60 nautical miles, and that's where the targets are there. So let's used to be able to do this. Zoom in on the actual targets here. And skill issue and messed that one up. I think I might have. Yep, I don't see them. So somewhere around here. Got some tanks. Anyway. Hey, morning everybody. How we doing? Master Arm Service, appreciate you joining us. And Falcon. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Hopefully we can do this thing justice. Don't have any additional hiccups. And get to showcase some awesome flying here. We've got some really top tier teams here. They all are. In order for you to do this at this level here, you gotta be top tier. And so today, it's just going to be a matter of who can execute their game plan better. And so, as we mentioned before, Red Force, they just want to go out there, create havoc. They don't have to return to base. They don't have to do anything else, just deny Blue Force points. That is their sole goal in life. They can only carry 2 Fox 2s, so you can see the Tomcat here. This is going to be Revenge in the Tomcat. And then we got Maul and the Eagle here. Got a couple fuel tanks, and also their 2 mics as well. So loadout wise, looking good. Slow down my head movement a little bit so not so herky-jerky. Master Arm, appreciate you guys. Sorry, there's a little bit of delay, so I just saw you. Some slow pan action. Take a look at the chat. Gotta throw in the standard ceremonial good morning, aviators.
Good morning, aviators.
There is going to be some dogfights, some BFM, I'm sure. Especially with there just being Fox 2s. So, it'll be nice and spicy. We got Gopnik Zard. Looks like we've got Rossman and team for 343. They are on the runway. And the last of the Vipers, they're just now getting it in place. And so it looks like Blue Force is ready to roll. That was some cool liveries right there. Got Cypher and Pixie leading the way. The additional Eagles in behind there for the escorts, and then we got the Vipers as your attackers. So name of the game is going to be get in, get out fast, and then kill all the bad guys. Now with Fox 2s, again, you got to be up and close. There's going to be no avoiding dogfights in this one because everybody has Fox 2s. So no long range shots. I mean, you could try to, you know, maybe if you're high and fast, you never know. Have that 9 mic just kind of guide on in there. Won't be getting any notifications because it's an IR missile. So other things to keep in mind. I'll turn off the preset here just so you can get a better look at the deliveries. Pretty nice right there. Keep an eye on the chat, making sure everybody's good here. Ready up. Alright, 343 is ready. Go ahead and take a look over at Red 4 here. FTQ. It looks like the Tomcat and Eagle are just now taking the runway, so they'll be readying up soon. And we'll ride with Blue 4 on this one, so we'll ride with 343 on their takeoff. Go with the, looks like the squad lead is going to be Rossman here, so we will take off with them. And we'll wait for Red Force to give us the green light that they are ready. As soon as we do, we will get this thing started. And once they get airborne, I'll bring up the rules again for anybody that joins us a little bit later. Just so everybody kind of understands what is going on here. Oops. Get some music cranked up here. Completely forgot that. Derp, don't mind me. Right. You guys let me know if that's too loud or anything, or if anything else, if you're not hearing me. We'll adjust accordingly. Right. Take a look at FTQ. And it looks like everybody, interesting formation here. Take a look from this angle. There we go. That's pretty cool looking right there. Keep an eye on the chat, make sure we see when these guys are readied up. Get some shots here of them while they're on the runway. Alright. We're just waiting on FTQ to let us know once they are ready. Let's put it in the chat too, just make sure I didn't miss it. Let us know when you're ready. Doing a quick look again at munitions. Again, the attackers cannot have any air-to-air munitions. So that's what I'm checking for here, just air-to-ground only. Full gun loads and 9 mics only. So that's what I'm seeing. Not 9 mics, 9 Limas. Excuse me. Yep, looking good there. So blue force is good. Munitions check is good. Same thing with red 4. 9 Limas or Papas, either one. Nope, ready, didn't say go. Three, two, one, and go! Go, 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 go! And here we go. First match of Aces 25 is underway. Let's go ahead and ride with 343. Do some free cam action if we can catch them here. We'll roll out. So we got the 2 Eagles leading the way for 343. Cypher and Pixie. They climb out here from their base, immediately coming off of Afterburner. So it'll be interesting to see what their strategy is. Nice formation takeoff there. Which reminds me, I gotta make sure we check the bonuses so we ensure that they do get their credit if they do. I believe this one was F4. Let's take a quick look at the rules, just to make sure we got everything covered. Alright. So formation landing at home base, that's going to be for Blue Force. And then landing at home in an F4E, which I don't think anybody bought the F4E, so they will not get the 10 points additional for that. And so the next bonus points will be if they get the 2-ship formation landing. It's within touchdown within 2 seconds. Put that down just a smidge. There we go. Alright. So Rossman airborne leading the flight for Blue Force. Take a quick look here from the F10 view and see how each formation is developing. Again, this is going to be a 6v4 in favor of blue because they have the 2 attackers and they have 4 escorts, whereas red just has 4 attackers. They're not attackers, but basically aggressors. Whole goal, shoot down as many as they can on the Blue Force. Take a look At FTQ's formation, they've already punched their tanks. They want all the speed right now. Let's go. Whoops. There we go. Get rid of that. Hey, how's it going, Nemesis? Yep, and my bad on that. Let's get rid of that. There we go. Need to bind that to a button so you can just get rid of that. So take a look at Gopnik Czar on FTQ here as they ingress towards the area. Got Rossman and 5 low leading the formation for Blue Force. Take a look at them as they're in formation here. But they're getting some pretty righteous altitude, keeping their tanks on. Appreciate the heads up, Nemesis. Yep, it's kind of derping there. Looking around here, trying to keep your eyes on everything. Interesting that they're electing to keep their fuel tanks for this. I kind of thought they would drop their tanks and want to just get in there. We'll see. Let's see who's going to get into the bubble first, as well as who's going to be able to. It looks like FTQ is going to get there first. Take a look at their speed. About 614 knots for Gopnik Czar, leading the way for FTQ, and Rossman at 400 indicated. So a little bit slower. Kind of a box formation, it looks like, coming for our 343 for the escorts. And we'll take a look back here at Tada and Sunikun as they ingress in. Red does officially have the bubble first. Grab some shots of their aircraft here while we wait for the ingress. And they are in the cons, punching their tanks. Come back here at F10, we'll get the missile tracks on so we can see those when those first come out. It's going to be a while. And it looks like Red 4 has made it to the target zone first. So this is going to be interesting to see what they do with this now. They've got the advantage in that they are right over the target. Again, no real advantage regarding munitions here because everybody has Fox 2s. So it's going to be up to the attackers to kind of sneak in through all of this. It looks like everybody's about Angels 30, so this is going to be real interesting. They're going to see them because they're in the cons. Let's see, about 10 nautical miles now. As Blue's just now getting their first shots are out. Oh, and not getting the missile shots here, but we got some long-range aim 9 shots out here. They're flared off. And here we go, some high-altitude fight. Got some merges happening right now. Game time, baby. Here we go. Oh, man. Take a quick look here. Another close Fox 2 shot by Vehicle and Rossman there. Vehicle jumping right behind Rossman. And this is, he's off throttle here. It looks like he already sees it's going to be a 1 circle, but that's interesting. He's got his nose back down on him. Got to come off that throttle if you want to do a 1 circle, decrease that speed. Gonna take a zoom out here and see what else we've got going on. We've got VIP, and we took another shot there from Gopnik Czar. Just saw that, did a head-on merge. Man, try to capture all this here. And looks like they are doing some scissors there. Another long-range shot, again, flared off. It's like no kills immediately. Everybody's still up. Maul about to take VIP head-on. Another Fox 2 shot. And it's like it's flared off as well. Did not track. Man, all the Eagles. Exactly, Falcon. And so it looks like Maul's going in here. Tadashi is coming in, trying to see if he can get in there. He's flared. He does have an Eagle on his nose. Again, they have to make sure to get that target. Sunikekun looked like was taken out, and I believe he was one of the actual, one of the attackers. Is not looking good right now for 343. And it looks like we may have lost another 343, so I'm only seeing 4, and there were 6. Oh, man. It is getting spicy real quick. Oh, no, and Maul just took a hit as well. For FTQ, missed that one. So it looks like a 3v4 here. Red doing a great job of denying Blue all the points right now. They are not able to get there. Namasuke trying to come in there and go for revenge. Tada coming back in the F-16, trying to get that attack in if he can. Looks like he's trying to dive bomb. He's got the smoke there. Pickle one away. See if we can follow that in. I don't know if that was a hit on the target actually. I think he just missed the target. Just a bit outside. Ouch. And Rossman taking down vehicle. Man, let's try to keep an eye on this as much as possible. Sorry guys, lots going on here. Lots of merges as we expected. Guns out, funds out. Watch it. Let's take a look here again. We've got VIP chasing down Revenge. High speed. Oh, and it looks like it's taking a hit. Smoke in there, and see who else just went down. Vehicle is down as well. Revenge in the Tomcat, the last surviving Red 4 aircraft. Unable to get the shot off there. VIP coming in very fast now. And it looks like Gopnik Czar is down. Whew! Holy smokes! That was a lot of action real fast. Alright, Blue 4 does have control of the airspace. We'll take a look at them here, see what we've got going as far as battle damage assessment. Anybody else is taking any hits? Ouch. So we see Rossman, Unamasuke, and Kakashi still with fuel tanks on, and they're going to be RTB. So we're going to see if Tadashi is going to be able to locate those targets. Unfortunately, he dropped both bombs and did not hit those targets. Try to see if we can zoom in here from the F-11. So see those. If I remember, they're kind of like tanks. What the actual targets are here. Let's see if we can find them on the free camera. Yeah, not actually able to see them just yet. Alright, and it looks like they are going to elect to RTB. Ouch. So they will get the 60 points for shooting down all the Red 4, but they will not get the maximum amount of points for not being able to destroy these the targets here. I think they got one maybe. Actually, no, I don't think they did. Yeah, we're seeing the smoke, but do not see the actual targets here. By me just being a derp and not being able to see them. Now, mind you, they also do not have targeting pods, so this is going to be extra difficult in trying to find these targets. See lots of different terrain items here. It looks like some oil derricks maybe and some other things here that might draw your attention into thinking that might be them. No, based on T-72s, from what I recall, those are tanks. If anybody knows otherwise, please let me know in the chat. Yeah, I do not see them. I'm sure they are somewhere around here, but man, I cannot see them. I can only imagine how difficult that's going to be trying to see it from their perspective here. Let's see if we can drop altitude a bit and look around. This thing, oh, there it is. Wow, did not see it until we were from this angle. So yeah, definitely a tank. And did not hit that target, unfortunately. I'm pretty sure, if I recall with these, you cannot strafe those. Alright, so we'll follow them back as they RTB. Now they can still get the points here if they get... Oh, did take a hit there. Ouch. They can get the additional 10 points if they do a formation landing. So it's going to be on Rossman, and let's see who else is in the other Eagle here. Go ahead and follow them back. You have 10. So VIP and Rossman in the same aircraft there. It'd be a little bit easier to do that, I think, versus a dissimilar aircraft with the Viper and Eagle trying to do that. Albeit formation landing is formation landing. VIP gets rid of their fuel tank here. Oof. I have no idea how Rossman is still flying. I mean, look at the damage that he's taken. Sheesh. That is crazy. So now it's going to come down to some airmanship here as they fly back. If they can land information within, within 2 seconds. Excuse me, touchdown within 2 seconds, then they can get the additional 10 points there. That'll kind of help offset some of the loss that they have. So do some tallying in the background. We'll watch them to turn off my track IR so we're not bouncing around while I do some math. So they got the 60 for taking out all the escorts. I'm going to go ahead and bring up the rules here real quick. Alright, so they did not get the 20 points for that. They actually lost 10 points because they did lose one of their attackers. So minus 10 for that. They did get the 60 for taking out all of the escorts. And they will get the 10 points for 10 aircraft, for the 2 aircraft landing back home. Now we'll have to see if they can get the formation points that they touched down there within 2 seconds. Additionally, they did lose 2 of their escort aircraft, so that's going to be minus 10 there as well. Alright, so we will wait and see. There we go. Just doing some calculations there. Sorry about that. Alright. And there they go. Still pretty good ways out from base. About 14 nautical miles out from base. They're still doing a pretty good formation spread here. Go ahead and turn back on the track IR. There we go. Again, Rossman taking some hits in that fight, but ultimately able to bring it back. Yo, buddy, still alive? I did that, had to do that, sorry guys. Unfortunately, Pixie is not with him, so big sad. Yeah, it is time to buy a second screen, it really is. Be good to have like a smaller screen with the rules on the side there, and then we can capture all this at once. My laptop still works, I might be able to do that next go around. If I get the chance to do this again, I'll probably crank up my secondary laptop and have that as it, and then it can have one with this side running it, and then, you know, maybe have like TAC view or something else running on the other side. You got TAC view in the background, so take a look as these guys get ready to head on in. Get some formation shots here as they make their way back to Anapa. Let's see, quick check here. So I'm tracking, we do have 3 Blue 4 aircraft on the way back. Alright. Keeping a nice and tight formation there as they try to get those additional bonus points. Airfield right back there. Do a nice shallow left turn to bring it back in. Maybe extend it out a little bit to give them a little bit of time to line up before they touch down. Seeing another Eagle out here, which somebody's not. Oh, hold on, who do we got here? Namasuke not showing up on F10, and oh man, all the shots. That's why. Interesting. So there actually is 4 survivors. Okay, I was like, man, I ain't great at math, but seeing another Eagle out here. So there are 4 survivors with Anamasuke in a very battered up. Oh my goodness, look at that. Sheesh. Oh, bit of a rough touchdown, but hey, any landing you can walk away from, right? Interesting. So we're gonna have to ask about this one because they are not showing up. Namasuke is not showing up on F10, but clearly very much alive. Bruised and battered, but still alive. So we'll take a look back at the formation here. As VIP and Rossman make their way back in towards the base. Let's see, there's the airfield back there. It's kind of rounding that corner. So I think if they don't know, I mean, there's no way for them to know that they're off of F10, I think. I say that, I don't know. We'll have to ask about that one, rules-wise. I mean, because he's able to, I don't know. Yeah, we will definitely take a look at the rules and verify that one. We have to get some clarification on it. Yep, missing some panels there. Can't wait for the full fidelity version of this thing. It's going to be awesome. All right, let me check our formation pair here. Got Rossman and VIP making their way back. We're going to jump to the airfield and catch them from this angle. Looking pretty solid there. I think it'll be no problem for them. Looks like it might be lined up a little bit to the left. They're kind of bringing it back in now and probably bring it fake left there to line up. There you go. It does take two. Single right. To get the points in this case. Yeah, you got it nice and lined up here. Pretty certain you have no problem here. Of course, they gotta keep flying this thing right down to the end. There they go. And touchdown there, definitely within 2 seconds. Great job there by Rossman and VIP to get the additional bonus points for the touchdown within 2 seconds. Nice formation landing there by the both of them. Boop. We'll drop it a nose there. Bump the nose. Oh now. Oh now. Oh now. Nice and easy. Still got to come to a complete stop. Alright, and this just leaves Akasi to bring it on in. That should be no problem for him. Take a look back at the two Eagles here. Come to a complete stop. We can see Kakasi in the back there, making her way back in. No specified rule about it in the briefing that you saw? Yeah, definitely something to discuss. I didn't think I saw anything about it, but I just got to double verify. As Namasuke comes back to their original parking spots. See the other Eagles in the distance there. They're clear of the runway. That just leaves. Whoop. There we go. And the last of Blue Forward landing out there. That's going to be Kakasi and the Viper. And no issues with that landing there. Yeah, I definitely agree, Evil. We got to get some clarification on that one. Yeah, ain't that the truth, Jeeves? Seriously. You think, you land 1,001 times and still there's always that little bit of a pucker factor. And then you multiply that by 10 if you do that on a carrier. any given Sunday, you know. So great jobs to them. Yeah, with this level of damage though, I don't know. That's a really good question. It's kind of like, you know, the older Viper flight model. That thing could take a beating and still be just fine. Yeah, I used to rip a wing. Yep, exactly, Evil. You rip a wing, you're off the map, and normally most tournament that's it. But yeah, also off the map exactly, and that's the concern. Is we're only seeing 3 aircraft here. So again, we will get the clarification and we will go from there. Yeah, it does have a very unique damage model, no doubt, no doubt. I feel like they're probably using some of this for the, yeah, wings are intact. I mean, it's fully operational. You see, he was able to bring it back. May have been low on fuel. It sounds like both motors are still running. But, oh, there we go. We got Gory. Yep, yeah, something to discuss later on, no doubt. No, you had a, oh, okay, that was the reason why, because, yeah, didn't see anybody else take an actual hit. We did have Gopnik. Okay, that must have been Gopnik that did that, because it didn't show that it was taking any hits. It's a crash, so that could be too. No, Gopnik did take a hit, actually. What am I saying? Right there. I see Maul disconnected. Nope, Maul died. Maul. Yeah. Okay, so the point of clarification there is going to be the wing still being intact. Okay, I gotcha. And I guess that is a little bit different if the wing rips off versus, you know, just being shot to pieces but still flying. Interesting. All right. And we've got 4 very nicely lined up. Very well done. Nicely done by 343. FTQ put in a heck of a fight, denying lots of points. 343 unable to bomb the target, getting in there, actually shooting down one of the attackers. So still, great job. Red 4 is not an easy task. It's not easy to fly on these things, and so the fact they were able to get in and stop Blue Force from dropping their bombs on target, not an easy feat. All right, so we will swap. It's still going to be ATO1, except this time FTQ is going to be Blue 4, and then 343 is going to be Red 4. So we're going to swap roles here, and we'll see if FTQ can get in and knock out those targets, as well as knock out all of Red 4. RTB, line attack views. Okay, gotcha. I do have my attack view going on this, so I'm not sure if it's going to be the full up attack view or, I mean, you guys got it on the server, so it'll be even better from that angle. Alright, so quick swap here up top, and we are back with the second half of today's stream. We've got FTQ switching to blue side, see what they can do as far as getting those strikes in and hopefully knocking out some of those targets. It is not easy with just having those Fox 2s as we saw in the first half here. And so, jump in, and we'll see what FTQ decides to do from their strategy standpoint. See, we got a couple Vipers here. some magical Vipers. Look at that. Oh, anti-gravity. They run on magic and sunlight. Oh, and we got the F4 making an appearance here. So they will get that F4. They get those points there. If they can make that thing back. You know, get in there, land, make it back, all those good things. So, fingers crossed. Ah, it disappeared. Big sad. Alright, we've got some more Eagles as expected. Servers just paused there. Oh, we got 3 Vipers. Interesting. This is going to be for 343, the aggressors this go around. Looking to take some Vipers, and we've got Revenge in the Tomcat. Fingers crossed we see that F4 again. That was pretty cool. And we've got a couple of Eagles for FTQ. SC3 aircraft they have to rearm with their engines off rather. So we'll see what they elect to take. 343 Vipers are slotting in, some pretty solid liveries there. Get a zoom up of those. Do kind of the show shot here down the line. Go here and do some cinematic things. There we go. We'll see who's gonna be. Actually, it's going to be 343, so they'll be the aggressors. So just 9 mics only. 9 Limas, excuse me. I keep saying that. 9 Limas, 9 Papas. And I will take screenshots of each of the munitions just to verify. I'm pretty confident I know the difference between Limas and mics, but I am going to screenshot everybody's loadout just to make sure. So, for example, boop. I think if you get close enough, you can actually see them on the munition. Yep, 9L. See? It says it right there. Boop. How cool is that? Alright, we'll basically do the same thing for everybody. Looking for that 9L on each. Yeah, there we go. So we got both of the Eagles. That's vehicle. We've got VIP, 9L. We really gotta make sure to check the other side. Derp. Well, that's pretty schwanking right there. Nice. Maul. A pretty awesome looking aggressor screen there. I almost swear that's like a real life one, even better than. And Starry Fox 9 making an appearance here as a Merc, helping out FTQ. Was that to blame? Alright, making sure we're checking munitions here. So Starry's got the 9Ls there, so they're good. And we did see the F4. Let's go! The workhorse. Maul. Rocking the F4 here. Fingers crossed, make some magic happen with this thing. Right. Again, just checking munitions one more time. Got 9Ls here for Sunikikun. Got Gopnik Czar, 9Ls, all good. Okay. Yeah, we checked vehicle earlier, but again, just making sure nobody pulled the swapperoo on us. With the FC3 aircraft. They wouldn't be able to do it anyway. What's up, Grunt? Yeah, ATO 1 for both rounds. Yep, both teams elected to do ATO 1. And so 343 was Blue Force the first time. Unfortunately, they did not hit their targets, but they were able to shoot down all of Red 4. And so we will do some math a little bit later on and see what they got points-wise. Sacrilege. That's true. He is normally in a, I mean, he doesn't have the option to be in a Hornet, so make do with what he's got. And a little Bombcat action here. Very nice. Always respect for the hit. So 9 Ls for Maul. And another 9L. So the targets for this one's going to be a T-72. It's going to be 2 T-72 actually, 2 tanks. We were able to see them at the very last half of the match. Unfortunately, I believe it was Kakashi saw the target, but unfortunately with the wrong one. It was like an oil derrick right next to the tank. It was really tough to see. So yeah, MBTs, yep, those are the ones there. So we'll see if we can find them again. Once they get closer, we'll get some red smoke and we'll see if we can zoom in on them. Here, let's take a look at F10. We can see them here. Yeah, here we go. And oh, then that's. See if we can find them again. This time, last time we had to get to this level in order to see them. Trying to see if we can find those things. Yep, there it is. How about that? Bam. So those are the targets. There's 2 of those. And not going to be able to actually strafe those. I'm pretty confident you cannot based on that armor. Alright. Quick check here. We've got Starry, Taxian, and the Viper. Nice. Oh, too many missiles, too many munitions. Hold fast. Alright, hold on. We've got Maul. Yeah, sorry, I just caught that. Press F7. Oh, slow down the, No, unfortunately, F7 doesn't seem to be working. I'm gonna verify real quick. I'm pretty sure it was only 2 bombs for Cali. What's going on? Yeah, it's only two bombs there. How's it going, Callie? So unfortunately we do have a violation here. Hopefully we can get a hold of Maul and let him know too many munitions there. And we've got Papa? I'm not sure how to pronounce that name there. Let's take a look here, zoom out and check Red 4, 343. Yeah, Papa No. And a clean Viper. Guess we got a couple clean Vipers there. Might be... Right, we've got Gopnik Tsar also still at their spot. I'm gonna go around. Looks like there might be some changes here. We're just gonna keep an eye on munitions, make sure everybody's all good. On the up and up. Yeah, there's some rearming here. So we got vehicle, 19L, 29L, so vehicle's still good. Got VIP, good there. Stream for the first time. Wow, early. Oh snap! I'm mad I missed it, man. trying to make sure we've got everything squared away here. Yeah, I'll definitely give it a check a little bit later on. Okay, looks like Maul did make the change for his munitions, so we're good there. 9Ls. On Mako. I think I was calling Mako Maul the same. But 9Ls there. Alright, there we go. So Maul did make the change and we are good munitions wise. Alright. Man, oh man, they can make that happen. That'd be good stuff for them. Some additional bonus points there. And aggressors are saying we get paid for getting up early. I mean, that's an A&B conversation, man. I don't know about that. Get paid in respect. How about that? Again, just doing a quick check. Red 4 is good, but we're just checking them again just to make sure. We know FC3 aircraft can't change because they haven't shut down. But interesting that 343 has not taxied yet. So while they haven't, we're just taking the time again to look at their munitions. So 9Ls, all good here. All right. No munitions for the escort aircraft, so that's no air-to-air munition, that is. Only air-to-grounds, whichever bombs they elect to take. There we go, kind of cool shot there. Boom. Slow pan here of Mako. Alright. So it looks to me like FTQ is ready to go. And there we go. Now we are seeing 343 taxi. So y'all getting paid? Wait, y'all getting paid? Better get my $500. Better get my $350. Wait, y'all getting paid? Alright. FTQ Blue 4 lined up on this one. They're ready to roll. And just waiting for Red Force 343 get into position. We've got 2 that are ready to go. Looks like the other 2 are making their way back there. Electing to take 3 fuel tanks. 1 aircraft is electing to take 3, the other is taking 2. Got rid of the rest of those pylons to make them nice and slick. And it's going to be interesting from, oh man, slow down there. Watch out now, watch out now. Sheesh. Don't want to get taken out on the ground. That's a bad way to end the things there. Alright. So FTQ is ready to roll, and we are just waiting for 343 to get onto the runway. It's like the attackers for FTQ are going to be Mako, actually Maul, and Revenge. Revenge in the Tomcat, and I believe Maul in the F4. Let's take a look here. It looks like the rest of the Red 4 is getting into place. Go with the satellite version. I think that's a little bit better. Let me know if that works. interesting. There's only 4 aircraft on there. That's weird. Huh. There's 6 aircraft, but we're only seeing. All right, am I on something right now? Y'all are seeing this, right? There's only. We're missing 2 guys up front there. The 2 Eagles. That is weird. Yeah, definitely glad to see the F4s there. I'm right there with you, Master Server. Most definitely. Alright, FTQ has given us the ready. We are waiting for 343. We're going to ride with FTQ this go around. That's an awesome combination too. Just, we can appreciate that just for a second. Tomcat and F4 together. That just looks nice. F4's kind of got the Blue Angel vibes going with the Phantom Farewell. I believe that's the German Air Force, if I remember. Yep, sure, obviously right there. Boop, there it is. First in, last out. Nice. Alright. Do a quick check once again. Blue 4 is good, red 4 looking good munitions wise. Passion and support. Thank you for your passion and support. Alright. Seven, 6, 5. Go! Alright, and here we go. Let's ride with FTQ. We're gonna ride with the F4. Just cause, you know, why not? And the first 2 escorts for FTQ are getting airborne here. Followed by the 2 Vipers. We're gonna go free cam. Take off with the Phantom and Tomcat, the 2 attackers for FTQ. It's gonna be Revenge and Maul. And there we go. Whee! Little squirrely there. Yeah, give him a little bit of this. I do believe wake turbulence is on, so gotta be careful about that. And oh man. Kind of in the middle. Oh, snap! Oh, watch it! What in tarnation is going on? No! And Maul tail struck. Not sure what happened there. Oh, no! Slid right off the runway, and that's going to be... We will have to see what happened there. Ouch. I don't know if they can reslot or if they can get airborne back in time. We'll have to see. I'll have to take a look at the rules here. Oh no. I think he is done. We're gonna have to take a look at the rules to verify, but let me check. Oh man. I think it may have been, I don't know, he was in front by himself. That is tough. Let's see if we have anything about that. It may have been decent, but he was out by himself, so I'm not sure what could have happened there. I'm taking a quick look in the rules in the background here. Let's see if we can try to control F on this one. Yeah, he was a bit shaky from the start. Good call, Grunt. He was kind of nose wheel steering things and had some issues there. So I'm not sure. May have just had some controls, something bound incorrectly. Who knows? Man, that is tough. And I think there was a pretty good amount of time in between the 2 takeoffs there, between the Viper group and then the F4. So I thought they should have been okay for me. I thought the Tomcat would have had some wake issues there. Now doing a quick look in the rules here for takeoff. Counting. Da-da. Respawn allowed until first time entered the aircraft engagement. No friendly. However, you have to be within 10 minutes of the first aircraft entry. Okay, so he has time. He can get airborne again. As I read this, I mean, you guys let me know otherwise as far as gory, and let me know. Looking at the rules here. Disconnect / respawn. I don't know if that counts as that. It's kind of a gray area, it seems like. So I'm moving back and forth as I look at the rules. But, oh man, that is tough. If they count that, yeah, we'll see. And it looks like red just got into the bubble. Sorry guys, I was looking down the entire time there, looking at the rules, so should have disabled my track IR for a bit. And again, we see red 4 already over the targets. Starry Fox 9 in a Viper taking a wide angle right. Interesting here. And it looks like the first group is going to be heading toward him. Hit the wrong labels last time. So we've got Rossman and VIP information here as they make their way toward. Oh, nice little break there. That's pretty cool. And first shot out, aim 9. Long bomb, aim 9. Is that going to connect? And it did! Oh my goodness. I think that was Starry with the first kill there, knocking out one of the 343 aircraft. Long bomb Fox 2, excuse me, aim 9. And another one, but I don't think that one's tracking. Nope. Goes right by Rossman. Missile out from Rossman. Not sure who that's onto. May have not tracked. Maybe trying to go for Starry Fox 9. Starry Fox 9 responding with their own and missing. Second Fox 2 out. And that one's tracking. And it hits Rossman. Starry Fox 9 coming in, making his presence felt immediately, knocking out 2 escort aircraft right from the get-go. He's down 2. Guns only. Papa no. Looks like he's trying to make his way towards the whole fight there, as you got 3 escort aircraft making their way towards the last 2 Red 4, and this is going to be a tough fight for Red 4. Here we go. Merge is happening. Flares out. Take a quick look to make sure we're not missing any missile shots. And it looks like we just lost someone else there. Actually, lost a couple of them already. Jeez. Revenge bomb drop. Oh no! I think Revenge may have ripped his wings on that one, but he did take one of the targets with him. Oh, that is gonna hurt. That's both attackers down. I see it looks like Maul might be trying to respawn here. Let's take a look at the fight. Starry Fox 9. Two friendlies find information. I have no idea what's happening there. That's interesting. Again, 2 of the... No, it's the Eagles that are not showing on there. I'm not sure why they're not showing up on F2. Yeah, we cannot see 2 of the Eagles here, and they are BFMing. And it looks like Starry Fox 9 was able to take somebody down in a red on red shot, potentially. Take a look at Starry Fox 9 as he gets ready to going offensive, and has already got a good hit on one of the red aircrafts here. 343 wings is on fire. I think at this point it's probably disconnect, but I don't know. Again, kind of that gray area that we were talking about earlier. Guns out, funds out, more hits coming in on the 343 aircraft as the Starry Fox 9 flares and clears out. Again, this is going to be an area. Let's get some clarification on. I mean, here, look at that. That's, yeah. Pretty sure you should probably punch on that one. I mean, and there he goes, just to finish him off. Fox 2 there from vehicle. Another Viper not showing up on F2. We haven't on the F10 map, but obviously we're still seeing it. And I think that's a snipe. Oh, Starry Fox 9 pilot snipe. Nicely done. Wow. So a lot of interesting things going on here right now. We aren't able to see a couple of the blue 4 FTQ F-15s. We do see Maul is airborne once again. It is within the 10 minutes of the aircraft entering the engagement. So technically I believe this is... So no friendly aircraft, adversary aircraft entered the engagement. However, you still have to enter within 10 minutes of the first aircraft entry. Okay. So we'll have to take a look here. Need to start that timer. Take it back. Yeah, we will have to do some backtrack time-wise. I think this definitely, we feel pretty confident to say they got in here before 10 minutes. Let's take a look and see how far Maul is out. Obviously, Max Burner trying to get in here to get that last target. Unfortunately, FTQ is going to lose some points for one of the attackers. I think Revenge may have ripped his wing there. We saw he dropped a bomb and then immediately was off radar. Maul, full burner, trying to get in there. See if we get the notification. Try to do a timestamp here of when we do. Let's try to screenshot it. Free Diver, how's it going, yeah? And thanks for joining us. So, again, interesting. Vehicle is not on the scopes there, but we, on F10 that is. We see Starry there in the Viper. I do believe we have them. Yeah, we've got Starry on F10, but we don't have Revenge vehicle. They can still get their formation points. They just have to go ahead and form up. But man, that was crazy. Seeing some first long bomb Fox 2s. I mean, at altitude, anything can happen. Thinner air, missiles travel further, faster. Catch you off guard if you're not paying attention, and that's what we saw there. Starry Fox 9 catching 2 Red 4 aircraft on the merge, or before the merge. Followed up with a pilot snipe and then some more guns action from vehicle here. So man, that was crazy. He was at 31,000 feet when those merged. Both aircraft, both teams were at 31,000 feet when they got those. I believe it was 31,000 for Starry, and I think Red 4 was at 32. It was Papa No. Go back and take a look and see who's there. But definitely impressive there. And we'll take a quick look at F10. Maul is well within the bubble at this point. Take a quick look here. About 30 nautical miles. All the burners do need to make it back home, so you got to be careful about that. Escort aircrafts technically could RTB. They have to. They just had to make sure they knock out all of the Red 4 before they got home. I didn't notice it, but Starry Fox 9 took some hits there himself. I don't think any of those are the fuel tanks, so he should be good. That's why he's off burner there. Check a look at his RPMs. He's at 99 still, so doing just fine. Of course, Maul full burning, trying to get in there to the target as quick as possible. And just a reminder, we do have a delay on the stream, so we'll make sure to answer those questions as soon as I see them. Yeah, wings chewed up pretty well there. Doesn't seem like anywhere else is hit too bad. Couple screenshots there. Alright, let's take a quick look. Maul is 36,000 feet and about 15 nautical miles from the target. Might want to start dropping there unless you got something else planned. I'm not super versed on the CCRP for the Phantom. I believe that's the target right there. So yeah, might be looking at overflying the target. You got to start dropping that altitude. There he goes, comes off burner. Okay, alright, what's the game plan? Yep, there's the tank right there. We've got it. Visual on it. Back into burner. Still pretty high up. Maul's got to bring that altitude down if he hopes to get the bombs on target here. That's literally going to be a straight down dive bomb, it looks like. Yep, burner's coming back up. But still very high. And looks like it's going to be overflying the aircraft, maybe. Oh, nose coming down. Here we go, off burner. It's going to be an interesting approach here. Alright, here we go. See if he can find it. It's going to be tough. Yeah, I'm thinking you got to drop some altitude and get a good, unless, let's see. He did drop the bomb. Let's see, we're going to follow it in. Looks a little bit left. No. That's a no hit on that one. I think he still has one left. I don't think he... No, he did drop both. Oh, man. Ouch. So he missed it just a bit outside. That is tough. So they got one target as well. One T-72 MBT still lives to see a day, unfortunately. Ouch. Drop altitude here and see if we can find that last tank. Yep, there it is. Yeah, we can see the impact there, just a bit left of it. Both bombs there, a bit left. That's a really interesting approach. Wonder why I elected to do the top down there. Alright, looks like there'll be RTB. That's the best bet at this point. You cannot strafe those things too much. Got a little bit too much armor for that. Alright, looks like vehicles up at 19,000. Fuel must not be too much of a factor as we see Maul still in burner. Yeah, that is tough. So unfortunately they do lose the points for their attacker being down, as well as losing an escort aircraft too. They lost 3 aircraft. 1 escort aircraft, excuse me, 2 escort aircraft, 1 attacker. That's going to be minus 20 points there. So they can still get some bonus points though if the F4 makes it back home and is able to land. They get points for that as well as the formation landing. So they can still get some bonus points here to make up for some of those losses. Take a look F10, see where we're at. Maul is a bit off course. Oh man. I don't believe... Yeah, seriously, it is a miracle it is flying though. No joke. I mean, that was unfortunately a really gnarly takeoff. And Maul is way off course. You have to make it back to Anapa. That is your home base. Let me take a quick look. There are no divert fields to my knowledge. Yeah, there are. Oh man. So let's see. Maul still a bit off course, just a lot. Not a bit, way off course. Let's yeah. Oh man. Somebody gotta send him some smoke signals or something. Let him know he's way off course. You still gotta land to get those points. Alright, it looks like Starry and Vehicle have formed up here. So they'll see if they can land back at the base and get those additional points there, the bonus points. Okay, there we go. Looks like Maul is making the course correction now. Hopefully he's got the fuel to make it back. Did push burner all the way here. Does not have to do the formation landing, just needs to bring that thing back home. Take a quick look at, zoom out here a bit. There we go. Ah, appreciate that. Rd? Hopefully I'm not butchering your name there, apologize. Drops mic, walks, exactly, pilot, just like that. It's like I did my thing, don't ask no questions, I eat. It's just, it is what it is. You wanted me here, I'm here, it's done. What did Don Cheadle say when he took over in Iron Man? I'm here, it is what it is, it's done. Yeah, Vehicle in the Eagle, and Starry in the Viper. Nice and tight formation there. All the respect for those that fly tight formation. It's not an easy thing to do. Alright, take a quick look. F10, they are pretty close to base there, so Spire start getting squared away there. Still interesting that we cannot see Vehicle on F10. They did not take any hits. We made note of that as soon as the match started, so I'm not sure what the ruling is going to be on that. We know there's no issues with their aircraft, and yeah, I don't know. It's interesting there. Yeah, it is different, the differences between them. Let's see if we get a top down here so you can see it. You know, this monster plane versus that. Yep. Oh, dropping out formation there a little bit. There we go. I see that Michael in from The Office. That's what she said. Alright, looks like they're making a bank towards the runway. Try to get a cool shot here. Thought it'd be decent. About right yonder. What do you guys think there? Bam. The RTB. Alright. We'll take a look at Maul. Don't want to forget Maul too. On heading, thankfully. Sounds like the motors are still going. Let's check the RPMs. Yep, just throttled back there, so still good. Hopefully should have enough fuel to make it back. Alright, so this is going to be a little tough. Remember, the similar aircraft, they would definitely want to give themselves some time. Oh yeah, BDHX, yep, good call. Yeah, he did do the underneath and then around there, so yeah. So I'm pretty sure you saw, you got a hole in your left wing! Said in War Thunder. Whoops. So hopefully should be able to maintain formation there. It's going to be not easy by any stretch. The Viper and the Eagle have very different flight characteristics. Eagle's pretty stable. The Viper can be stable. Stable-ish. Requires a daft hand, if you will. Oh, there you go. Gotta keep it close, but not too close. Remember, do have to touch down within 5 seconds of each other. Oh, they're a little bit off. Uh-oh. Alright, so the question is, are they going to try to go around, or are they going to try to push to the right and line up with the runway? We'll see what they decide to do here. Take a look at Maul. Yeah, he's on idle, so very low fuel safe for Maul, it seems like. See if we can see the runway from him, from where they are. Looking for a Napa somewhere out there in the distance. Yeah, it should be about right there somewhere. Yeah, so it looks like they're going to just go around. There'd be a lot of corrections needed in order to line up for that approach. Yep, gears coming down, starting a left-hand turn, so probably wind down back, get some separation towards the edge of the runway, and then try again. Interesting. Are they? They might be going for it. Oh snap! That's a. Excuse me. That is a crazy aggressive approach. I mean, it's doable. It's not going to be easy by any stretch. All right, let's jump this way real quick. I want to catch them as they come down here. That is a very steep approach, and trying to do that information. Holy smokes! Wow. Alright, we gotta check it from here. Oh my goodness. And 1, 2, almost simultaneous touchdown. Look at the skill. Put some respect on that name right there. That was a crazy approach. And they pulled it off and made it look masterclass right there. That's just, yeah, that right there is righteous. That was a crazy approach, and they still managed to land almost simultaneously. Yeah, you gotta give them some props on that one. That mad respect. All right, we've got Maul, so they got the points for the landing. You can see them in a distance there. We've got Maul coming in, making his approach. I saw the gear kind of studied there for a second. Maul's a little bit wide. Hopefully he's got enough fuel to bring it in, because this thing's glide coefficient probably has a negative glide coefficient. It's like, no, we don't glide, we just fall. You want lift? I'm sorry, you're looking at the wrong airframe. All right. As Starry and Vehicle made their touchdown there, securing the bonus points. Let's make note of that. Right. There we go. I was about to say not seeing a runway. Looks like Maul's still got the juice to make it. At RPMs are at 82, so still got a little bit going on there. They were idle all the way back. They are throttling up, so it looks like they've got at least a little bit of fuel to play with. Nice landing there by Vehicle and Starry. Tightening it up even on the ground there. Nicely done. Now all eyes on Maul. It makes his approach here. Those smoky engines can see those from a distance. Arya, appreciate the follow. And Maul looks like able to make it here. We see they've got fuel based upon the smoke still belching out those motors, those J79s. And a little bit of flare there, should be just fine. And booyah, nicely done. All right. And there we go. So that's another 10 points there. In addition to the formation landing, you've got the F4 making it back as well. So that's going to be another 10 points as well. So nicely done to Maul, as well as Vehicle and Starry for the formation landing. Crazy, absolutely crazy approach. I wish I had an instant replay could show that again, because yeah, they were not lined up for that, and yet they still made it look like it was easy. So great job to them on that. Awesome landing, awesome fights. Saw our first BVR Fox 2 shots. I mean, I think it was about 10 miles we may have seen that one from. I have to take a look again a little bit later. But man, some awesome fights today. Some BFM shots, got a couple snipes. Whew! It is shaping up to be a heck of a season. Well, make sure you check out a look for the other streams. I think for today this is going to be it, but next weekend there will be some more, so be on the lookout. If you're not part of the Discord, I'll see if we can drop the link here real quick. Where's the overheater brake? Oh, yeah, that's a good point. I don't know if they actually modeled that one. That's a good question. So I'm going to drop the link for the Aces Discord if I can, because we'll see. Let's see here real quick. Yeah, somebody did hit the oil well there. Let's see. Da, da, da. All right. There we go. And for Rd Falconverse, appreciate you the follows, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this. So points-wise, we'll have to tally it up to kind of answer the question, who actually won. It's going to be a long-term thing. I hate missing that. Hate missing, but they probably punched out simultaneously too. Knowing these guys, I put money. They punched out at the exact same time. So hopefully they got some additional points for that. But last tank standing there, if you will. If I had to do quick math based upon what all's left behind, I would say it's pretty close, but I think 343 might have a few more points because of them having, I think it was one additional aircraft survive. I'll have to take a look again and see and circle back and verify. Both aircraft, both teams did not hit both targets. I think one was hit for each. Actually, no, 343 may have missed their target, so if that's the case, that'll be the difference maker. In addition to that, the F4, having that F4 land as well as the formation landings, that was a bit of a difference maker as well. So I think for this go around, FTQ would have more points. Now, of course, this is going to be a total thing, a cumulative, right? They're going to fly additional ATOs. There are 6 ATOs in total. I'll just show you those real quick. Again, we'll take a quick look at those rules just so everybody can kind of see what the rest of the ATOs are. So looking at the ROEs here. And there's a lot of things that are be coming up this season. So we just saw ATO 1. It's air to ground for air to air. Next one's going to be Persian Gulf for ATO 2. ATO 3 is gnarly. 6v6 BVR at nighttime in the rain. It is crazy. Absolute insanity. We've flown this one once or twice before, and Yeah, you want to talk about insane? It's a whole nother level. C fits, missiles firing at you, making sure you don't get spooked. Um, Man, I just forgot what it's called there. But anyway, you lose situational awareness. You're up and down there. Yeah, yeah, it's a whole lot of crazy. So nighttime with that, it's gonna be fun, folks. Make sure you keep a lookout for the additional streams here. These ATOs are designed to challenge not just your air-to-air skills, but some air-to-ground as well. And so you can see the bonus points and everything that you get for them. So that is going to do it for this stream. Again, I appreciate everybody tuning in. Apologize for all the issues we had initially. Hopefully get it squared away next go around. If you enjoyed this, just be on the lookout for other Aces streams, and we will definitely keep these things happening. So again, appreciate everybody tuning in. Raptor out. You'll have a great rest of your day, evening, night, and or tomorrow. See ya!